Start this project, we have to go to Thingiverse and find the mirror. I found this one and I included the link to this thing in the description below. Make sure to check it out if you're interested in doing this. Easy as downloading this file. Once it's downloaded, I have it here for you guys. It comes with a bunch of them, so it actually comes in one giant piece, but if you want to do it smaller, you can do it in segments. It just really depends on what size you want for your project. I'm just trying to fit this picture behind it, so I need it to be about desktop size, something you can just display. So I went with the open one. Once it opens up, it's actually going to be at 100%, and I'll show you what that looks like. That's technically what it looks like, but I reduced the size to 1485. So I ended up going with these dimensions. I felt that this is pretty right for what I wanted to do for my project. We're going to go ahead and slice that. Once it's sliced up, we're going to put it into the printer, and we'll have it ready pretty soon. And it looks like about 10 hours for this. I'm going for super quality just because this is a gift for someone, so it's definitely going to vary depending on what quality you want to do. If you want to do standard low quality, let's see what that looks like. It's probably going to take off about 2 hours or so. Yeah, actually it took off about 4 or 5 hours, but your quality is definitely going to suffer if you're going to go that route. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into lithophanemaker.com, which I included the link to this in the description below as well. I found that this is a great site, and it actually does a negative of your picture. So when I first did lithophanes, I was doing the mistake and printing them in the wrong way. So this actually gives it to you the right way. But we're going to go load this up into Cura. Going to go ahead and check all the layers to make sure everything looks good. You don't want to see any red or any see-through spaces. That means that that's not going to fill up with filament, or you need support, which for the most part lithophanes don't need support. What I also did was I added a huge brim to this. So a standard brim that I use is probably about 4 to 8 lines. I went with 60 just so I get excellent bed adhesion and as little movement of the lithophane as possible on the bed. So this should look really, really well whenever it's all said and done. Let's go ahead and pop this to the printer and let's get started. And as you guys can see, the quality looks absolutely amazing. Love the color. It came out very nice. I'm using a PLA gold silk, and it looks really, really awesome. It looks way better in person than it does on video. So the next part is 2 items that you need to order. You need to order a sheet of Lexan or just some clear plastic. Any clear plastic will work. I do RC stuff, so this works out really well for me. And secondly, you need one-way mirror film. This I'll leave a description down below. I got it from Amazon for like $8. I flipped it over since it's see-through and just made a line for where I need to cut. Now with Lexan, you do need Lexan scissors to cut, so if you have some clear plastic, just be mindful that if it is Lexan, you will need the scissors, or you can use a Dremel. You can use special cutting tools for this. Lexan sheet has been cut, and I also cut the film to fit on this as well. It's going to go on top. You can opt to get the more expensive film that has the sticky side on it. I chose to go the cheaper route, so I'm going to have to do it a little bit harder and just put a couple dots of hot glue around the edge for it to stick. Then I can put the Lexan on top of that. So what I ended up doing was cutting out the little tip right there and cutting out a tip at each corner. Just used a little dab of hot glue, and that worked perfectly. Now as you can see on this side, it's a mirror finish. So let's go ahead and grab the lithophane and let's put it in the back and see how it works. So here's the completed lithophane. I did it just a little bit too tall, so I had to cut away at it so you can't see it on the front side of the mirror. And the last step is going to be just basically putting it on the back. So to do that, we're going to do some hot glue on the edges here, and that's going to adhere to the Lexan, and that's going to be our final product there. So there you can see me in the mirror, and when I put it up towards the light source in the back, how cool is that? That's really cool. And there you have it. That's the secret to making this magic mirror. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I know I did. I had a lot of fun making this, and this is definitely one of the more intricate 3D projects that I've undertaken. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. As always, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.